Hello, welcome to Car and Bike. I am Seshan Vijayaraghvan and this right here is the 2024 Mini Cooper S. Now this hot little hatch has been an icon of a sort in the automotive world for many generations, and right now this is in its 5th generation of Thar, and recently the company launched it in India as well. Now a lot has changed in this car in terms of design and styling, from performance to features as well, and I'm going to talk about everything in this video and answer the ever important question: how practical is this hatchback? So before we move ahead to this video, why don't you subscribe to Car and Bike if you're new to the channel, and while you're at it, do hit that bell notification so you never miss an update from us. Now, visually, one of the biggest update for this 5th generation Mini Cooper S is that it gets a very rounded design. As you can see, you don't get any sharp lines over here. Everything has been rounded off nicely. There are smooth curves and these bumps around the hood line as well. Looks a bit muscular over here, but overall it is quite rounded, and it particularly pops in this specific sunny side yellow color. The headlights are also new. You can see that round effect has been retained, but it is more swept back now, has an oval shape with that oval LED DRL as well as LED headlamps at the center. Of course, this is not standard. This is available as an optional package. This particular one is an optional packaged car. I'll talk about that later. You get nice looking grille, more body colored panels at the center that divides the grille. Here you have those 3D elements and that iconic red S logo at the center. Of course, if you come towards the side, you'll notice that the wheels are also new. Here you get a set of 17-inch alloy wheels. These are dual tone alloy wheels. Of course, these are also optional wheels. There is a standard one that is different. You get a U pattern. Here you get a twin spoke pattern over here. Looks quite nice. Of course, I think that they could have gone for a bit more aggressive design given the Cooper S's heritage. Then again, you have that iconic dual tone effect as well. Overall, upper section looks like a greenhouse, like it's popped on this lower section. So that does give very unique look to the car in my opinion, but you do let us know in the comments what do you think about it. You can also get this in a body colored roof with this as an optional package, but I like this dual tone effect. Now globally, the 2024 Mini Cooper is offered in 3 options. You have the Cooper, then you have the Cooper S, and the top of the line JCW. This of course is the mid-spec Cooper S, and that is the only variant that has been launched in India. This of course is also offered only in the 3-door version at the moment. There is a 5-door version as well, but that has not been launched in India. As you come towards the rear, you will notice that the tail lamp design has also changed. You get a whole new rear section. This of course is not my favorite element, I have to say that. I like the previous design with that vertical pattern. Here you get this triangular design, and it doesn't work for me. You still have that Union Jack element that when the tail lamp lights up, but this doesn't work for me. But you do let us know in the comments what do you think about it. The Cooper S lettering is here, the mini badging is here. Overall, the rear design does look nice. There is a spoiler as well as a regular antenna on the top. But when you open it, you'll notice that you get about 210 liters of boot capacity. There is additional storage at the bottom as well. There is no spare wheel. You only get a puncture repair kit. But you get 60-40 split seats, which you can fold down to get more luggage space. This can be extended almost up to 800 liters. Now, like the exterior, the cabin too has gone through a major overhaul, and almost the entire bit is different. Everything is new over here, especially this dashboard. Now you get these very eco-friendly like treatment. You get this knitted pattern on the dashboard as well as the door panels, and the seats too get this fabric and faux leather type upholstery. You do not get ventilation function over here, and in this particular variant with the classic package, you don't even get electronically adjustable seats. You have to upgrade to the top spec favorable package where you get driver side electronic seat. Here you get manual adjusters for the driver as well as the passenger, and given the price segment this car is in, that might sound a bit weird to a lot of men, and it is. Talking about other features, you do get this whole new display. This is the circular display. Looks very unique. I particularly like it. The touch sensitivity is nice. The colors are vibrant. There are multiple experiences. The Mini calls them experiences. These are modes. These are driving modes, and according to that, the display theme also changes. And you can change them according to your liking. There is also a classic mode that gives you the reminiscent of the old school Minis cluster. Looks very nice. There is no instrument cluster over here. You only get an optional head-up display. This too is not very premium. It does its job. It's not very readable, legible, especially in harsh sunlights, and the angle is also not that great. So I would rather prefer to shut it down and just focus on driving, because you do get the speedometer and other driving details on the central cluster. The AC controls are pretty decent. You get everything is inside the touchscreen, and you still have some toggle switches, mainly 3 toggle switches. One is for the gear shifter, then you have the ignition, and then you have the experience toggle switch. There is a knob for the volume and track changing. There is more on the steering wheel as well. This of course is a sports steering wheel, which is part of the optional package, the classic option package that you get in this one. You also get this nice AC vent controller. This also has a nice tactile feel. I particularly like it. And then of course you have this panoramic sunroof with dual pane effect. Looks very nice.
Like with the previous Minis, a lot of the features that you see on the car are part of the optional packages. However, to simplify things a bit, the car maker is offering you 2 optional packs with the Cooper S. The classic pack, which will cost you an extra 5,48,000 rupees, and the forward pack that comes at an additional premium of 8 lakh rupees.
Now, there are some specific features that you get with the classic package of this Mini Cooper S that includes a heated steering wheel. Then you get a surround sound system from Harman Kardon, and you also get an internal camera over here. Now, of course, you need to log into the Mini ID to use this camera, but you can take like a picture or a video of the cabin while you're driving. It is a cozy cabin. I am pretty comfortable in this driver's seat, and even the passenger seat would be pretty great. Overall, the colors are nice. The fit and finish is good. But space is a concern, and but you have to consider this is a Mini Cooper. This is a small car. This is meant to be a driver's car, and it's not meant to give you tons of space for carrying passengers. It is meant to enjoy the car and the whole experience of driving a Mini.
However, when it comes to safety, everything is standard on the new Cooper S, and the equipment list comprises of front airbag, side curtain airbags, brake assist, 3-point seat belts for all passengers, dynamic stability control, crash sensor, and anti-lock braking system with cornering brake control. However, there is no 360 view cameras over here. You only get a rear view camera, which is quite decent nonetheless. And while the tire pressure monitoring system is only offered with the top spec forward pack, the base trim will get tire pressure warning as standard.
So the whole point of having a Mini Cooper S is when you get behind the wheel, because that is when this truly shines. Now under the hood you get a 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine. It has been updated. You get more power and torque now. In fact, this makes about 201 brake horsepower, which is 26 bhp more than before, and 300 Newton meter of peak torque, which is 20 Newton meter more than the previous version. And these numbers are quite big because the engine feels eager at all times. Yes, there is a slight turbo lag in the lower revs. This being a turbocharged engine, you cannot escape that. However, as soon as you cross the 2000 RPM mark, the turbocharger kicks in, and the engine comes alive, and it feels a lot more agile and engaging. The engine builds speed and power quite nicely, and it keeps you entertained at all times. Now, the motor comes mated to a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, and it does a fine job in sending power to the front wheels. The shifts are smooth, quick and precise, and you don't feel any major lag over here. Yes, you do not get paddle shifters, which is why you don't have any manual control, but that is the one drawback that I have with this whole setup. Otherwise, this is quite a nice setup and quite engaging and fun to drive. Now, you do have multiple drive modes over here. Now, Mini calls this experiences, and there is a special toggle switch on the dashboard for that. You can move around it. You have the eco mode, the balanced mode, and then you also have a go-kart mode, and it feels a lot more sportier compared to the other models. Yes, the Eco does give you a little more better efficiency, but yet the driving is not too subdued. However, it is a bit more alive and potent in the go-kart mode. Now, there is no major change in the suspension tuning. It does feel similar in across the different modes. However, the exhaust note in the go-kart mode does feel a bit more raspier. You can hear that tune a lot more nicely, and it feels a lot more nicer. And you also feel that the car has become a tad bit more agile compared to the balanced or the eco mode. As for how the car performs on the road, I have to say the Cooper S handles like a charm. It feels stable and planted, and even while you're doing triple digit speeds, there is no hesitation. In fact, it feels a lot confidence inspiring. The steering too is nice and chunky. It weighs up nicely as you build up speed. In lower speeds, it is quite light, and as soon as you build up speed, it weighs up nicely, and that imparts a lot of confidence when you're taking a corner a bit too aggressively. And that is what you want from a Mini Cooper, and that is what you get. As for the ride quality, that is one area where you do have to compromise a little given the sporty character of this car. It is a bit on the stiffer side, and you do feel some of the bigger undulations and bumps on the road inside the cabin. The harshness is felt, but it is nothing major, because the small bumps and undulations, those the car handled pretty nicely. But yes, the suspension is a bit stiff. Of course, this is a Mini after all, and that is one thing that I can live with. The Cooper is also quite quick. 0 to 100 on this particular car is achieved in 6.6 seconds, and that is pretty quick.
The 2024 Mini Cooper S is priced at 44,90,000 rupees ex-showroom, and that is for the base trim. But it's quite basic in features department, and you will need to add another 6 lakh rupees or so for the classic pack, so you can somewhat justify the price tag. However, it becomes a wholesome package only when you add 2 lakh rupees more for the forward pack, which will give you some sportier bits and a couple of necessary creature comforts. That brings the ex-showroom price of the Cooper S close to 53 lakh rupees. And for that kind of money, you get a BMW X1, which not only offers you more car for the money, but also offers better comfort and more features. So then, who is the Mini Cooper S truly for?
Now, in all practical sense, the Mini Cooper S might seem like a car that does not offer great value, especially when you look at the price tag. Now, even a 20 lakh rupee car gets features that are available in the Mini Cooper as an optional, not as a standard fitment. But the decision to buy a Mini Cooper is not dictated by logic. It is a heart over mind matter, and I feel that this 2024 Mini Cooper S certainly tugs at your heartstring. Now, the Mini Cooper is not going to be someone's first premium or luxury car. It is for those folks who already have a 5 Series or an X5 or both parked in their garage, and the Cooper comes in as something that makes their inner child happy.